Welcome to No Se Habla Taxes, the podcast where a CPA does her own bookkeeping and sometimes procrastinates. I'm Melissa Armstrong, a fractional controller, solo practice owner, and financial translator for founders who would rather binge Netflix than reconcile a bank statement. And today, you guessed it, I have a confession. So you know how I always say, stay on top of your books, do your monthly close, don't fall behind? Well, I fell behind. And not just a little behind. We are talking months. Plural. One client project turned into two. Trouble happened. Hello, client refinement. Life happened. And suddenly it was November. And I realized the last time I had properly reconciled my accounts was July. No joke. And cue the panic. I opened QuickBooks and it was like looking into a time capsule. Dozens of uncategorized transactions staring me down. A credit card balance that didn't match reality. A mysterious $120 charge from Amazon that could have been printer ink or it could have been cat food. And that's when I had the sinking thought we've all had at some point. I am the CPA. How did I let this happen? Yeah. So if you're so true, falling behind in your books doesn't make you a bad business owner. It makes you human. But when you let months pile up, three things happen. Your memory fades. That Amazon charge from July, you're not going to remember what it was for if you're looking at it for the first time in December. Your stress, it's going to spike for sure. Every week that you don't catch up, the mountain looks bigger. And number three, your decisions get cloudy. I talk about this in almost every episode, but it's because it's true. You can't trust your P&L. You don't know your margins. You're flying blind. And if you wait until year end, that's when panic mode really hits because now you're trying to play catch up under the pressure of the looming tax season. So you know that I am going to give you some tools and tips and tricks to navigate this, but let's just hear about my network first in this section of From My Network. This episode's edition of From My Network goes to Amanda Nowak. Are you outwardly successful but secretly miserable? At Element 8, Amanda helps women entrepreneurs untangle the chaos of their businesses so they can find clarity, ease, and joy again. Amanda knows success can be peaceful, and she wants you to know it too. Plus, working with somebody as friendly and warm as Amanda, it's truly a joy. Go take a peek at her website, element-8.com. Download her workbook and connect with her on LinkedIn. You can find her as Amanda M. Nowak and tell her I said hello. Okay, so back to end of year chaos. If you've neglected your books for months, don't spiral, my friend. Here's how you can dig out of this without losing your mind. Step 1, stop the bleeding. Start with today. Don't worry about January yet. Make sure this week's transactions are clean and categorized. That way, you don't have to keep adding to the pile. Step 2, work backwards. Because it's going to make you feel better if you start with transactions that you know or remember, rather than going all the way back to start with the ones that are giving you stress. Once today is clean, then go to the previous month, then the month before. And also don't try to do all 11 months at once because that is going to be overwhelming. Just chunk it into bite-sized pieces. Number 3, tackle high-impact accounts first. Your bank accounts and your credit cards should be the priority. Once you have those reconciled, then you handle third-party apps if you use them, such as Venmo, PayPal, Stripe, whatever side accounts you're using. And if you are using them, go back and listen to my episodes and find out why I don't support you doing business through Venmo or Zelle or PayPal. Step 4, use the memo hack. If you don't remember what a transaction was, leave a note with your best guess. Even saying, not sure, maybe office supplies is better than no memo at all. Because at least your tax accountant will have some context to work with later. Step 5, set a money CEO hour. Guys, even I have to do this. Pick a recurring time, like Friday mornings. Lock it on your calendar. Make it a non-negotiable date with your books. Light a candle, pour some coffee, bribe yourself with a pastry, whatever it takes. Lately, I have designated CEO time Friday mornings with my accounting practice owner mastermind, and we're just hopping online, listening to each other breathe, and do actual work on the business and not in the business. This could be one of those tasks that you tackle during that time. Step 6, know when to claw back up. If you're 6 or more months behind and you feel like you're drowning, it may be worth bringing a bookkeeper just for cleanup. Even if you go back to doing it yourself after, having help with the backlog can save your sanity and make sure that you can meet your tax deadline and not be filing a year late. Point is, if you're behind now, I want you to hear me say this. You are not lazy. You are not irresponsible. You are building a business. And sometimes, a lot of times, the back end gets messy. It just is what it is. But here's the gift. Cleaning up your books doesn't just make tax time easier. It gives you the clarity to make real CEO decisions, which is who you are, a CEO. Embrace it. It can also help you decide whether you can afford that new hire, whether you need to raise your rates, or whether you actually have room for that business retreat that you have been eyeing. Your books, they're not just compliance, they are your dashboard. And when the dashboard lights up again, you stop flying blind. So that is my confession for this week. I let months slip by without touching my books. But here's your takeaway. Don't wait until December to panic. Start with today, work backward, and take it one account at a time. And if you're in full year-end panic mode, I've got a freebie for you. My catch-up checklist. It lists the exact steps I use to get my books current without spiraling. You can grab it at the link in the show notes. If this resonated with you, subscribe to No Se Habla Taxes. And if you're listening while hiding from your categorized transactions, consider this your gentle nudge to open QuickBooks and start small. Until next time, stay scrappy, stay smart, and don't let your Amazon orders hunt you in April.